हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू माय चैनल नॉलेज ऑफ लॉ। अगर आप मेरे चैनल पे नए हैं तो प्लीज़ इसे सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए और बेल आइकन को हिट कर दीजिए ताकि मैं जो भी नोटिफिकेशन डालूँ वो आपके लिए आपके पास सबसे पहले पहुंच जाए। आज हम बात करेंगे प्री पीएचडी एंट्रेंस एग्ज़ाम के बारे में। तो आज मैं आपके साथ शेयर करने वाली हूँ 16 प्रीवियस ईयर एग्ज़ाम क्वेश्चन पेपर्स 2020 के, जो कि BPSMB यूनिवर्सिटी जो कि सोनीपत में है, उन्होंने कंडक्ट कराया था। और आगे भी मैं ऐसी ही वीडियोस दूसरी यूनिवर्सिटीज़ के सोल्व क्वेश्चन पेपर के साथ आपके साथ शेयर करती रहूँगी। तो अगर आप चाहते हैं कि आपको इसका फ़ायदा मिले तो प्लीज़ आप मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिएगा। और अब ज़्यादा टाइम ना वेस्ट करते हुए हम शुरू करते हैं अपनी वीडियो। क्वेश्चन नंबर 51, which of the following is a formulation of the historical school? Law is founded, not made. In earlier stages, law has spontaneous nature of growth. Law is in state of continuous change. All the three are the formulation of the historical school. So the right answer is D, all of the above. Question number 52. Ownership is the entirety of the power of use and disposal allowed by law. This definition was given by Pollock. Option number B is the right answer. Next, according to Hochfeld analysis, liability is dual correlative of power. So option number A is the right answer. Next, according to Pound, private interest include the interest of domestic relations of persons such as husband and wife, the interest of property, succession, testamentary disposition, individual's interest of personality like reputation, conscience. So according to Pound, private interest includes all these. So the right answer to the question is D, all of the above. Next, Frederick Carl von Sevny has observed that custom precedes legislation. Legislation must conform to customary practices. Custom is not important than legislation. Law is a product of general consciousness of the people and a manifestation of the spirit. So the third point is not what he has observed. So the right answer is option number C, 1, 2 and 4. Let's come to the next question. Question number 56. Match the list with the sections of Hindu Marriage Act 1955 given in the list second and select the correct answer from the report below. So friends, right option to this question is option number B. You can match it out. Next, propositions are: a void marriage remains valid until a decree annulling it has been passed by a competent court. Second, a void marriage is never valid and there is no necessity of any decree annulling it. A voidable marriage is regarded as a valid subsisting marriage until a decree annulling it has been passed by a competent court. In respect of the aforesaid propositions, which is correct? So the correct option is B. Second and third are correct and first is incorrect, because a void marriage is always void, that's never valid. So next question, question number 58. After passing of a decree for judicial separation, cohabitation is obviously not obligatory. So B is the right answer. Next, under the Hindu law, degree of prohibited relationship include relationship by full blood, half blood, uterine blood, adoption, all of them. So D is the right option. Next, question number 60. For a valid Muslim marriage, offer and acceptance must be at the same place. Option number B, offer and acceptance must be at the same time. C, offer and acceptance must be at the same time and place. D, offer and acceptance may be different time or different places. So the right option is B. So the right option is C. Offer and acceptance must be at the same time and place. Question number 61. As per the provisions of Prohibition of Child Marriage Act 2006, a child marriage is voidable at the option of the child party to marriage. Option number B is the correct answer. Next, match the following, and the right option to this is D. Next, right to development falls under which of the following? It falls in third generation of human rights. Option number C is the right answer. Next, the principle of natural justice is firmly grounded in which article of Constitution of India? Natural justice is in Article 14 and 21. Option number D is the correct answer. Next, in which of the following cases the Supreme Court has directed the government to enact a law prohibiting Muslim husband to pronounce triple तलाक? ये किस केस में हेल्ड हुआ था फ्रेंड्स? ये हेल्ड हुआ था शायरा बानो वर्सेस यूनियन ऑफ इंडिया. ऑप्शन नंबर बी इज द राइट आंसर. नेक्स्ट, the union government ended the special status of state of Jammu and Kashmir and split it into the UT of Jammu and Kashmir with legislative assembly and the UT of Ladakh without legislative assembly. D is the right answer. Next, which of the union territories in India have or can have legislative assembly? So Delhi, Pondicherry, Jammu and Kashmir. These three are the UTs which have or can have legislative assembly. So A is the right answer. Next, the Citizenship Amendment Act 2019 provides for granting citizenship to CAA 2019. It grants citizenship to non-Muslim immigrants from Afghanistan, Bangladesh and Pakistan who are living in India since 31st December 2014. Option number A is the right answer. Next, question number 69. Which one of the following is the fourth generation of human rights? Right to communication. Option number D is the right answer. Fundamental duties were added in the Constitution by which amendment? By 42nd Amendment to the Constitution. Option number A is the right answer. Next, which one of the following is not a ground for divorce under Section 13 of Hindu Marriage Act 1955? If respondent is convicted for committing any offence, that's not a ground under Section 13 of HMA. Option number D is the right answer. As per the provisions of Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act 1956, where a widower or bachelor adopts a child, any wife whom he subsequently marries shall be the stepmother of the adopted child. A is the right answer. Next, match the following and select the correct answer from the code given below. So the right answer to this question is option number A. Coming to next question, question number 74. Which of the following is incorrect of the doctrine of territorial nexus? It does not apply to laws made by Parliament. This is incorrect option. So the right answer is option number A. Question number 75. Match the contents given in list 1 with the numbers of the schedule of the Constitution in list 2 and select the correct answer from the codes given below. So the right answer to this question is C. Question number 76. In which of the following judgments of the Supreme Court of India recognized passive anesthesia and living will? It was recognized in Common Cause, a registered society versus Union of India. Option number A. Question number 77. Which of the following acts has not been amended by the Criminal Laws Amendment Act 2018? So Protection of Women from Sexual Harassment at Workplace Act 2013 has not been amended by 2018 Act. So the right answer is option number D. Question number 78. Which of the following statements is incorrect? So, statement A, the sources of international law are listed in Article 38 of the Statute of International Court of Justice. This statement is correct. Second, only states may be party in cases before ICJ. This is also correct. C, ICJ also has advisory jurisdiction. This is also correct. D, all states, international organization and individuals may be parties in cases before the ICJ as all of them are subject of international law. This statement is not correct. So option number D is the correct answer to this question. Question number 79. Which of the following statements is correct? First, a judge of International Court of Justice can be dismissed by Security Council. A judge of International Court of Justice can be dismissed by General Assembly. A judge of International Court of Justice cannot be dismissed unless, in the unanimous opinion of the General Assembly, he has ceased to fulfill the required condition. Fourth, a judge of International Court of Justice can be dismissed unless, in the unanimous opinion of other members, he has ceased to fulfill the required condition. Statement number 4 is the correct option here. Next, which of the following statement is correct about Hugo Grotius? He secularized the concept of law of nature and considered it as an independent source of international law. He was a positivist. He called international law as vanishing point of jurisprudence. He was considered as father of international law on the basis of his book on relationship between international law and municipal law. So the statement which is correct is he secularized the concept of law of nature and considered it as independent source of international law. Option number A is correct. Question number 81. Who among the following jurists has defined ownership as a right over a determinate thing, indefinite in point of user, unrestricted in point of disposition, and unlimited in point of duration? So the statement was given by Austin. Austin has given this statement. Option number C is the right answer. Question number 82. Law is first developed by custom and popular faith, next by judicial decisions, everywhere, therefore by internal, silently operating powers, not by the arbitrary will of a lawgiver. This statement was made by Savigny. Option number B is the right answer. Next, question number 83. Read the following statements carefully. First one is, case study is a method of exploring and analyzing a life of a social unit. Second, the term case in a case study is a unit of study which can be a person, a family, an institution, or even entire community. Third, case study is a doctrinal inquiry that investigates a contemporary phenomena within its real life context. Fourth, a case study may involve both qualitative and quantitative research. Which of the following statements is or are not correct? So here the statement number 3, case studies doctrinal inquiry that investigates a contemporary phenomena within its real life context, is not correct. So option number D here is the right answer. Next, question number 84. Read the following statements carefully. A good sample must represent the entire population. Second, the practice of census and sampling is one and the same thing. Third, the universe of a study is also the population of the study. Fourth, sampling is not required if universe itself is too limited. Which of the following statements are not correct? So here the right option is only second option is not correct. So B is the right answer here. Next, read the following statements carefully. The fieldwork is the most important part of this research. Second, it is not applicable in a jurisprudential study of a legal principle that has been evolved through judgments passed by the court. Third, empirical study can be done on the basis of primary data collected by another researchers also. Fourth, empirical study need not compulsorily have a hypothesis. Which of the following statements are a correct description of empirical research? So the right answer to this question is B. First, second and fourth statement is correct about empirical research. थोड़ा सा फेड आउट है फ्रेंड्स, इसे थोड़ा सा ध्यान से देखें. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे चलते हैं अब. क्वेश्चन नंबर 86. Sorry for the inconvenience about last question. So next question number 86 is find the odd one out from the following: stratified sampling, cluster sampling, simple random sampling, quota sampling. So stratified sampling is odd out of these four. Next question, question number 87. Read the following statements carefully. Legal research may identify areas where social reforms are required. Legal research may be carried out for discovery of new facts or verification of existing facts. Third, legal research brings out the gap between the law and social reality. Which of the following statements are not correct? So incorrect statement जो है इनके बीच में वो है legal research is always doctrinal, because legal research जो वो non doctrinal भी होती है. So option number D here is correct answer. Next, question number 88. A complete enumeration of all the items in the population is known as universe. So option number A is the correct option. Next, qualitative approach to the research. Option number A is concerned with subjective assessment of attitudes, opinions and behavior, is characterized by much greater control over the research environment, and in this case some variables are manipulated to observe their effect on other variables. Option number C focuses on why rather than what of social phenomena. So qualitative approach जो है वो include करती है A and C. So the correct option here is D, both A and C. Question number 90. Extraneous variable is, क्या होता है extraneous variable? वो होता है an independent variable that are not related to the purpose of the study but may affect the dependent variables. So option number A is the correct option here. Then question number 91. Which of the following are correct regarding the research hypothesis? Is a predictive statement that relates an independent variable to a dependent variable. Must contain at least an independent and one dependent variable. C are predictive statements which are to be objectively verified, or the relationships that are assumed but are to be tested. So here these statements which are given all are correct. So the correct answer is all the above. Question number 92. Diagnostic research studies are used to, first one, A, collect, verify and synthesize evidence from past to establish facts that defend or refute a hypothesis. Second, identify root cause of the problem, factors responsible for it and solutions to the problem. C. Describing the characteristics of a particular individual or of a group. D. None of the above. तो डायग्नोस्टिक रिसर्च स्टडी जो है वो यूज़ की जाती है रूट कॉज ऑफ प्रॉब्लम आइडेंटिफाई करने के लिए, उसके रिस्पॉन्सिबल फैक्टर्स आइडेंटिफाई करने के लिए और सॉल्यूशन टू द प्रॉब्लम देने के लिए. सो बी इज़ द करेक्ट आंसर है. सेक्शन नंबर क्वेश्चन नंबर 93. The most effective approach to conduct a study on the cause effect of climate change in NCR region would be through experimental research. So A is the right answer. Question number 94. Predetermined questions which allow a few alternative way of answering is called close-ended structured question. Option number C. Question number 95. What does the term mixed research method refer to? It refers to combination of qualitative and quantitative research methods. So D here is the correct answer. Question number 96. A data set has a skewed distribution. A. What mean, median and mode, if exist, are the same? When mean and median are not the same. When mean and mode, if exist, are not the same. D. When mean, median, mode, if exist, are not the same. So D here is the correct answer. When mean, median and mode, if exist, are not the same, then dataset has a skewed distribution. Question number 97. In process of conducting research, formulation of hypothesis is selection of research tools. Option number C is the right answer. Next, which of the following is the first step in starting the research process? Identification of problem is the first step here. So option number A is the right answer. Next, question number 99. What does research stands for? Working in a scientific way to search for truth of any problem is research. So option number B is the correct answer here. Next, last question, question number 100. Mean, median and mode are, what are they? They are measures of deviation, measures of control tendency, ways of sampling? No. So here the right answer we have is D, none of the above. So here we end this topic of today's hours. So आगे मैं इसी तरीके की और भी वीडियोस बनाती रहूँगी. PhD एंट्रेंस एग्जाम से रिलेटेड जो सॉल्व क्वेश्चन पेपर है प्रीवियस ईयर के वो मैं डालूँगी. तो जो भी आगे इन्हीं वीडियोस को देखना चाहता है जो कि आपको आगे PhD में एडमिशन लेने के लिए काम आएंगे, तो आप प्लीज़ मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए और बेल आइकन दबा दीजिएगा ताकि आपको वीडियोस मिलती रहें. और इस वीडियो को प्लीज़ पूरा देखें, तभी आपको फ़ायदेमंद रहे.
थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग. नेक्स्ट वीडियो में मैं आपके साथ शेयर करूँगी MDU का PhD का सॉल्व्ड एग्ज़ाम पेपर 2020. और तब तक के लिए स्टे ट्यून, लाइक द वीडियो.